Hey, you guys, welcome to Kinky Infusions. Kinky Infusions is a deep conversation about sex, the fun, the naughty, the wet and wild, and all in between. So expect to get uncomfortable because that's exactly where we want you to be. And I'm here with my beautiful co host, Lunar Dream. Hey, girly, how are you?
Hi, Jay. I'm amazing. How are you?
I am doing great. So, I'm really excited to get into this episode. This is episode 4. So if you haven't seen any of the others, make sure you go and you watch them, you guys, because we are going to be having so much fun and getting into a lot of different things for the next episodes to come. But
Yes.
for this first part of it, we are going to be asking each other some questions. So I'm going to start off by asking Lunar a question. So the question I have here for you is, how do you like to tease men?
That's a good question. Um, I would say by touching them, like touching like their legs or things like if I'm like sitting next to them. And then I like to do a lot of teasing like with my mouth, I'd say leading up to having sex. Yeah.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I feel like for me, teasing, I feel like would be just being super seductive. I feel like it would be like walking slow, like just bringing like this fairy tale energy to life. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Even if it doesn't have to necessarily be sexual, just me knowing that I'm teasing them, like
Yeah.
doing it in a way to turn them on, like rubbing on the corners of the counter, like all slow as I walk and stuff like that, like standing in a certain position or something like that, like trying to act like I'm reaching for something that I can obviously probably get, but I want you to come just so I can push up on you. Little things like that I feel like is fun and is a great way to lead into what you want.
I
So
didn't even
yeah,
think of that. Yeah, like I'll be like in the kitchen and just start like twerking or something. Like I'll do random stuff like to try to get
you're
his
so
attention
funny.
from across the room.
Yeah. Hey
Hey Stash.
Stash,
Hey
hey
Monique.
Monique, hey Rudy, how are you guys? I hope you guys are having a great time and I hope y'all bought y'all dildos because we're here to have fun. Yes, girl.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question next. We'll start off with a controversial one right off the bat. Do you have a preference between circumcised or uncircumcised?
Oh, that's a really good question. Okay, so I used to think before that if you wasn't circumcised, that it probably would feel different. You know what I'm saying? Or it probably would be like just undesirable or unattractive to
Yeah.
me. But I gained to learn that it really isn't that much of a difference because once you actually get hard, yeah, everything gets pulled back
It's
because
like
you
the same
stretched. You know
basically.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it literally is the same. And yeah, I feel like the fact of you actually being circumcised really is there to protect the head of the dick anyway. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the whole reason why you have that extra skin there, just to
Mhm.
not have it get like bacteria all on it and all type of stuff like that. But I understand because some females they want you to, like, when they look at your dick, probably when you're sleeping or something and you're not hard, they want to be able to just see it look like how it's supposed to look, how
Right.
people imagine it to look. But I think that if I was to say if I have a preference, no, I really don't. I used to, but I don't. I could, but I don't. But what do you feel? How do you feel about that?
Same, I don't have a preference. Yeah, I think I used to when I was younger feel a type of way about it, but then once you experience it, it's really fine. I don't really notice a difference, and I feel like the skin's kind of fun to play with sometimes. But yeah, no, I don't mind it either way as long as they're hygienic. That's most important.
Mhm. And you know what? I feel like I feel like I don't know. I feel like it makes it a little bit bulky in a way to like hit certain spots also, you know what I'm saying? Because yeah, I don't I think it really depends on the man and how he carries himself and like how he is, you know what I'm saying? Like I think it just all depends on you for real. But
Yeah.
okay. So the next question I have for you here is, what's the longest you think that you can take in inches?
That's a good question. I don't know. I want to say like 10. I don't know that.
I don't know either. But I feel like 10 is honestly not even a bad answer. Yeah, because I feel like a lot of people can easily take 7. So I feel like 10 will just be really, really enjoyable. I don't think that's bad at all.
Well, I
Hmm.
think some people don't like having that feeling of like being up like in your cervix kind of thing. And
Yeah.
I personally do like that. But I think if a female didn't like that, they wouldn't want a guy with a super big dick. Like which makes sense. But I do like that. So I feel like yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. I know because oh my God, I remember when I had sex before and it was more so of a feeling where I felt like something was wrong because something felt different, but I realized shortly after that that was because they had went so far, and
Yeah.
I just didn't know. I just felt like I thought there was something wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? Like
Do you
I was
like
like,
that
why? It
that
it
in your
almost
stomach
feels.
feeling?
Yes, yes, girl. It kind of feel like they poked my stomach or they moved something around or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, girl. That the first time I've ever felt that, it freaked me out. I felt like I probably was gonna die or something. Like I'd be so dramatic when it comes to things that I'm not able to see for myself and I can't see inside myself. So I feel like if I can't see it to see the placement of it or whatever, that I don't know what's gonna happen. But as I got older, I realized, yeah.
It is
Hmm.
weird. I've always thought about that because like the area of like your vagina really isn't that like long. So it's
It
like,
really
how does it
isn't.
even fit in
Yeah.
there? I don't get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, child, I don't really know, but it's a really good feeling though.
It is.
Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. It's a really good feeling though.
Okay, my next question for you is which sexual act are you best at?
Ooh, which sexual act? I think I'm really good at writing. I think writing is really, really fun to me. You know what I'm saying? But I also am like good with head too. Like a game, okay? Yeah. So um if I had to choose, I think mm, yeah, I think I'll be like writing. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I would say giving head. At least that's what I've
Yeah.
been told. I feel like that's what like if you ask someone else what they would say about me, I feel like that would be their answer. But yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
No, I
How
like
long do
writing
you
too, but
think?
I get tired.
Yeah, you will get tired because that's a workout. I ain't gonna hold you.
It
That's a whole
is, it
workout
is.
for real. Yeah, it is. How long do you think you can actually like give head for?
A long time.
Yeah, you don't
Like,
get
I don't
tired.
I do get tired, but I can push through it, I feel like, with that, because I don't know. I feel like I could do it for, like, 40 or 5 minutes, like, if it's taking forever, and that has happened before, but, yeah, it's definitely annoying if that's the case, and I've also noticed that a lot of men that I've experienced, like, have a lot of trouble finishing that way. I don't know if you've
Mhm.
experienced that, but yeah, so but hopefully I don't have to do it for that long.
I know, right? Yeah, I don't. I've had it to where they like finish that way, but I don't necessarily enjoy it finishing that way. I would rather you like, you know, be on me to finish. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Dice, what's going on? Hey, Lorianne. Welcome to Kinky Infusions. I hope you guys got your towels or your dildos because we having fun tonight, okay? So the
Someone
next
said fine
question.
tune it. Oh, sorry, I was just reading the chat. Someone said fine tune it
Oh
and you'll
no.
be done in under 15. I don't agree because like I've just experienced
They
men that
said OG here, period.
I don't agree because I've just experienced like even my current partner like he literally like can't he said it's happened like once in his entire life. So
Oh, really?
yeah, like, and my previous ex actually said that same exact thing, and I've been praised for my skills. I don't know. I'm not feeling it, but yeah, so I think some people and like you said, I would prefer to just have that be the foreplay aspect. But
Yeah.
Would be nice. But I feel like also I can like use my hands and help that along, and then yeah, it'll be like 5 to 10
Some
minutes.
guys, I notice some guys don't really like when you like use your hands. They will probably like push your hands away and just like, yeah. It's funny, like I guess some guys actually enjoy it just all face, all mouth. Yeah.
Mhm.
Unless you're like rubbing like, yeah.
Okay, so
Hmm.
what's your tips then, since you said that you can do it to anybody? Queen V 34.
I've gotten that he still under 15, period. Yeah, how do you feel? Like what's your tips on it for real? We definitely want to know. Do some girls use ice. The first time I've ever heard of that was by this man, and he went to Jamaica and had gotten some head, and the girl had put like ice in her mouth, and he said that was like the best experience that he ever had. And I was like, "Really?" I can't imagine. Is it just because it's cold or does it actually feel good? Like what is it? I don't know. I don't know. But I like teasing with ice as far as it like being something where you're like stroking on the back or on the body or like around the nipples or stuff like that. But for you to actually like have it in your mouth and like be given head, I wonder how that actually is.
Mhm.
Because I can't imagine like a guy giving me head with ice. Like I feel like that would probably be a little uncomfortable to me because it'd be
Yeah.
really cold and it would throw me off.
Yeah, I don't think I'd like that
But
either. I would try it, but I'm not sure about that.
I wouldn't
But
mind trying it to my man. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
but yeah, my experience
Hmm.
is like
LOL.
I know my experience is to, yeah, just use the hands a little bit too, and then I can make it quick with both mouth
Mm.
and hand.
I feel you. Okay. Well, while we're waiting on that response from Queen V34. So Queen V34, if you're still here, if you're typing, we was asking if you had any tips, like as far as you saying that you're able to do it in under 15 minutes, what do you do that is able? Okay, so I don't know how to describe it. LOL. I just do it. I told my man to help me, but ain't no feeling it. But he ain't feeling it. Mm. Okay. Some girls they just have their own rhythm when they do it. They just have their own little thing. It can easily be something as far as like as little as like a tongue reaction to what you do with your tongue. Some girls they like push up while they're doing it with their tongue, you know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
And some girls, this is something that I actually do. I tend to put the back of my tongue up so it feels like they're in the back of my throat to get that like back feeling on
I know
their,
what you're
you know what
talking
I'm talking
about.
about?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that I can sense from my man that he likes that.
Yeah,
So I feel like, yeah, I feel like that definitely does it. But okay.
for sure.
So the next question that I have for you here is if your man called you another name during sex, what would you do?
Um, I don't know. I'd be annoyed, but I feel like I'd get over it. But I'd be like, "Why? Like, why are you saying that? We've been together for years." Like, I
Right.
don't know. But I feel like I'd be
I
like, "Oh,
would,
he was probably just high or something." What would you do?
girl. I ain't gonna hold you. I would be so turned off. I ain't gonna hold you because I'll be like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, does this remind you of something else? Like, are you like like, some people can
Yeah.
have sex and start thinking about somebody else. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I would hate for you to like finish with somebody else in your mind.
Mhm.
Like that's first off disrespectful as hell to me. You got me
I
messed up.
agree.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, nah, we gonna stop and you messed it up. We about to talk now. Yeah, we are. I definitely use hands a lot of spit. It's this whole head rocking motion stroke thing. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You definitely right about that. Because it is more so of like a head rocking thing and the motion and like you have to like read the energy of the man also. Like when you're twisting your head to when you should slow down to when you should speed up. Like it's all like everything is happening right there between the two of you. So
Yeah, I'll be
yeah.
thinking, like, in the moment, if I'm using my mouth or my hand or whatever, I'll be trying to, like, almost simulate, like, we're having sex, kinda, like, with the motion,
Exactly,
yeah, so
exactly. And that's the right way you're supposed to do it.
mm.
Yeah. Stat said, I got y'all on my TV. People in my house like, child, they about to be like, Stash, what are you watching? Oh, is it your guest? Hey, guest. What's poppin'? I hope y'all like sex because that's what we on tonight, honey. Okay.
Okay. My next question for you is, where is the grossest place you've had sex? Or like the dirtiest?
Ooh. Ooh, dang. I ooh, child. The dirtiest. Ooh. I can't really think of like anywhere super dirty because I never really actually done it anywhere that's like super dirty for real. But I think the closest I can think about would probably have to be like where we parked the car. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So where we parked the car was in a place that we felt like was going to be hidden from anybody. So that was like in an alley. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the alley was not somewhere that I would even like want to even walk down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So driving, you know what I'm saying? Nobody gonna go down that alley because the alley looked like it was dirty, but we was in the car. So I would have to say that for sure. But what about you?
Well, same. I feel like not too many like dirty, like not like public restroom or something like that. But my answer was like in a tent at a festival, and the reason why, well, like I was dirty because like it was super muddy and I didn't shower
Mm.
and etc. So that's pretty gross. But yeah, that's probably the dirtiest. But it was a lot of fun.
Dang. So with it being in a tent at a festival, was it like out like at a park or something?
So it was like, yeah, like in a field with like a million other
Mhm.
tents around. And that also kind of was hot too. Like no one could see me really well. Maybe like if
Right.
someone walked, there's like kind of a hole in the top, but just you can
Yeah.
hear people talking like right outside. So
Yeah.
that kind of turned me
Mhm.
on too.
That would have turned me on too. I ain't even gonna hold you. You already know. I told you. I like, yeah, yeah. So dang, that's crazy. So what kind of festival did you go to that they had like tents and all of that?
Like I think the time I'm thinking of was at Electric Forest, but I've been to lots of music festivals around the country, like EDM music, and the only rap one I've done is Rolling Loud. They don't have tents there, but yeah, a lot of the music festivals you can camp like on site.
Oh, that's actually really dope. Yeah, I haven't been to too many festivals, and you would think so since I'm in Atlanta.
I
But
know. I recommend it.
yeah,
It's a lot of fun.
I know it is. I know it is for sure. That's a fact. But yeah, I definitely want to be able to do a lot more festivals this year for sure. It would be dope to go to one of them that actually have like tents where you're camping out, girl, because that sounds like a lot of fun.
It's
I know they
fun,
have
but
a whole
it's
bunch of them where you're able to like bring your own bottle. Like there's a whole
yeah,
bunch of
yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? But like to bring your own tent too, that is so
Honestly,
funny.
it's kind of annoying that like Electric Forest is like 5 days long. Well, it's 4 days, but you can come like early. And that's just like a little bit long to be roughing it in a tent with no like real restroom, like you're using like porta potties and all that.
Yeah.
So last time
Yeah.
I
Oh
went with
yeah.
my current boyfriend, I went last year. Wait, I think 2023. But we rented an RV and it was so much better because we had like
Mm,
our bathroom and we could like
yeah.
watch Netflix on the laptop and stuff and had air
Mhm.
conditioning. That was so much better than the tent,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
have
I
to
believe
say.
it. Yeah, I believe it. So Lorianne said EDM is so fun. I believe it. I feel like any festival is really fun, but okay.
What's your favorite festival, Lori?
Mm. So while she's typing that, I'm gonna go ahead and ask
Mhm.
you my next question that I have here. So this is the last question I have for you. So what is your biggest fear while having sex?
Mm, hmm. The only thing that's coming to mind would be like getting pregnant before I'm ready, I guess. Can't really think of
Yeah.
anything else. What about you?
I think my biggest fear. So let me see. So Lorianne said, I never been to a festival, just the EDM dance places
Like the
by
little
myself.
raves and the little events, those are
Oh,
super
okay.
fun.
Okay. Yeah. So as far as me, I think the thing that I'm like most fearful of when it comes to sex is probably child. I don't know. I think if anything, maybe like shitting on myself.
I
I
was
think
thinking
that's
that,
really
but
scary. I think that's really scary, but I think that happened to a lot of girls before because some guys like doing anal and stuff like that and all type of stuff. I feel like that is really scary. So mm, But I feel like a lot of people have been through a lot of different things when it comes to sex and when it comes to fear. Like it could be, child, we don't need to get deep into all of that, but you people have been through shit, girl. I know they have. I didn't really have anything like really scary happen to me, honestly. But if I was to think of what could happen, I feel like people have a lot of reasons to be scared.
Has something like that ever happened to you with the shit?
No, that's never happened to me. Hey, Janae, what's up, love?
Hey, Janae. That was one of the questions I had for the have you ever was about anal. I wanted to know your answer, but that
Oh
doesn't count as
yeah.
my question. If you're, I wanted to know if you're into it. You can just say yes or no.
Oh yeah, I'm into it. I'm
Okay.
into it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm into it. I was never before, but I recently got into it. So yeah.
It's definitely like a learning curve, kind of, I would
It
say.
it is. It is. And it takes a lot of time. Like it takes a
Hmm.
lot of time to get used to it type thing. And I'm still not used to it. I'm still not. I'm still like there, but it's not like I feel like there's times where it's better than others. Otherwise, I feel like it's more so like it can be more so painful than enjoyable.
I agree.
Like yeah.
Okay, my
Yeah.
last question for you is what's the biggest age gap between you and someone you've been with or dated?
I think it would probably have to be my husband. My husband is 10 years older than me. Yeah. So I think that's the biggest age gap for me.
Nice.
Babe? Oh, you scared me. What about you?
I think same my current boyfriend, he's 7 years older than me. So nothing too
Okay.
crazy.
Okay. Well, that's not bad. That's not bad at
No.
all. Yeah. 7 years isn't bad at all. Yeah. Because I know there's a lot of people out here that have definitely dated probably like 20 or 30 years above them and all type of stuff. And usually for those reasons, it's not even like actual like love. It's more so to gain something or something
Mhm.
of that nature. But yeah, so
But some
hmm
people do it. Like I have a friend who like we're both in our 20s and she tends to date men in their 40s like without fail. And it just seems to
Oh,
be a
but
preference.
she just likes older men.
Yeah. So,
I don't blame her. Everyone has their like things that they like, and a lot of people are much everybody's different, and everybody knows what they want out of whatever it is that they're trying to be in. So yeah.
mhm.
I feel it. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and move into some would you rather questions.
Yes, and put your
So
answers in the chat too, guys, if you're listening.
yes, so definitely play along as we play would you rather, you guys. So we're about to have some fun. So let me go ahead and start off. So, would you rather marry your ex or marry the last person you had sex with?
I feel like that question is assuming that you're not with the person, like the last person you had sex with, because like what? Obviously, the last person I had sex with,
Well,
or no.
I think it would have to be like I think it would have to be more so as far as like the last person you had sex with would be
Like
oh no,
before my current.
but no, what they're saying is right. Would you rather marry your ex or
No,
hold on, wait. Would you rather marry your ex or marry the last person you had sex with?
I feel like
Yeah.
that question, like if you're single, say you were you like hooked up with someone randomly, it would apply more to that. Like, would you rather that
Yeah.
person or your ex? So obviously, for me, not my ex. I would never marry my ex.
You're so funny. But I would wanna I would mm, I I love my husband. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not like backing out of it being my ex. You know what I'm saying? Because I had spoke on it before that my ex was shot and killed. So it wasn't like we actually broke
Right,
up. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
different.
So yeah, but I love my husband. So I'm gonna stick with that.
Dash said
Yeah.
marry my ex. See, like for him, say he had a random hookup recently, he rather
hmm
the ex than the.
Yeah, that makes sense as far as what you're saying. Yeah. Stash would rather marry his ex, but we've seen her and she's actually really pretty and she seems really sweet. And he doesn't seem like he has a bad bond with her. So I would hope not. So yeah. And Stash doesn't give me the kind of guy that will help be like confrontational when it comes to breaking up. I feel like it will just be like a mutual agreement on what they don't like and what they feel like they can like seek more of. And I probably just need to have time to myself. I feel like it's more of a conversation. I don't really see him in a thing where it's like throwing your clothes out and all type of shit like that, you know. And some people do get like that. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? So yeah. Hey
Hey,
Crystal, how are
Crystal.
you, love? Okay.
Okay. The next question is, would you rather post a nude on Instagram or post a nude on Facebook?
Oh, child. They both ain't good, but if I had to choose, I would say Instagram, and the reason why is because I have a lot of family on Facebook. So I would say Instagram, child. I would just have to, yeah.
Same. Like, but I
Mhm.
think I have family on both, but Facebook more like older.
Yeah.
Some people that would it would be even worse, I think, on Facebook.
Yeah, most definitely. I do also have family on Instagram, but it's more so of like my cousins and people around my age, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Facebook, child, I created my Facebook back when I was in middle school. So you'll be pretty much saying if I should show my entire community of people that's actually around me, that actually know me, my entire nakedness of my body. Like, nah, I would rather do Instagram because
I
y'all don't really
know.
know me like that. And those other people, they gonna be like, dang, Jay, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, okay.
Well, my dad's on Instagram. I don't know what he thinks he's doing on there. But it's so
Girl, that
funny.
is so funny. Okay. So, would you rather wear socks during sex forever or a t-shirt?
Socks. But like both would be annoying, I feel like.
Yeah.
Cuz this is like kind of weird, but I like to like I like to feel like the blankets on my feet like during sex. So I feel like the socks are kind of a barrier, but I don't hate socks, but the t-shirt, no. I pick the socks. What about you?
I agree. Hey, look, this is Nomadic
I see
Hustler.
him.
No, Nomadic Hustler. Child, you finally entered the red zone. Yeah. It was so funny when I was actually talking about the review you did earlier, and it was funny that you've never seen or caught an episode of Kinky Infusions, but here you are. Okay. For me, I think that I would rather do a t-shirt because to be honest, when I'm in the bed, I don't even like to have my socks on. It's just a really
Yeah.
annoying feeling to me. But I love to be under the covers. Like if I'm laying in the bed or on the bed or whatever, I like to be covered up. It just makes me feel comfortable and it just makes me feel like it's just something that I prefer. I would
Well,
prefer to
I
have the covers on me.
I like sleep with a t-shirt like every night. So like I
Yeah,
get
I
that.
can so yeah, so I would choose the t-shirt.
But I like to be fully, like, nude, like, I like to have, like, my breasts out when we're having sex, so that would be annoying. I guess you could just, like, pull the t-shirt up, I don't
Yeah,
know.
you
Both
can.
are both are
Or do
annoying,
like I
honestly.
remember when we was younger, it used to be like a thing where people would like put the t-shirt over their head and have it like
Yeah, I
on
know what
their
you're talking
arms
about.
and stuff. Yeah, and on their back. Yeah, and just walk around like yeah. You can definitely do that. You can definitely do that. Unless, but you said that you do like the covers being over your feet, so the socks would probably work for you. It just wouldn't. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't mind the socks being on my feet while I'm having sex, but if I fall asleep, they're coming off. I'm not even gonna hold you. Yeah. Mhm. They coming off for sure.
The next
Okay.
questions kinda gives me the same vibes. Would you rather always have sex with the lights on or off?
Mm. Honestly, I would prefer for it to be off, but my husband likes for it to be on. He likes to see. So I guess we'll have to just go with it being on.
I'm with your husband. I would pick on, even though that would be kind of annoying if you want to have like dim lighting or like the dark and you can't ever, like that would suck, but I wouldn't want to be in the dark forever. I'd rather see everything. I want to see my partner and like look
Yeah,
at their
yeah.
body and everything.
Forever. Yeah, I feel you on that. Hey, honey, how are
Hey
you, love?
honey.
Okay, I feel you on that for sure. Yeah, I need to see what's going on, child. Like, yeah, you're right about that. Especially if it's gonna be an all the time thing. Yeah, I want to be able to know like how you looking. Child, I need to see. Yeah. All right. So, Would you rather hook up with a fictional character from a book or an animated character from a show or a movie?
I'd probably say from a book, but like I don't know. Animated, so like a cartoon. I don't
Everybody
know.
says that. I feel like the only people that say that is people that's not into anime. Anime is like not cartoon. Anime
Oh,
and cartoon is
anime.
too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
anime.
I thought it meant like animated, like could be like SpongeBob or Shrek or some shit.
No,
Yeah,
that's
anime.
cartoon.
I don't really watch anime. I
Mhm.
should. I want to. So that's why I
Yeah.
said book, but
Mhm.
I don't know. The first thing that came to mind was probably like like the 50 Shades of Grey series. So the books are terrible, but probably like that guy would be interesting. What about
I
you?
feel you. Well, that is a fantasy character. Well, yeah, if you're well, I mean, no, I think a fantasy character would be more so like if you was reading Beauty and the Beast and it would probably be like the Beast. That's more of a like fantasy character, you know what I'm saying? Or a
Mhm,
fictional character.
mhm.
Yeah. So I think for me it would have to be girl, I think it would have to be an animated character from a movie or a show because there's been a couple times where I watched like an animated show and I'm like, oh my God, they turn me on, you know what I'm saying? Because of like their power and their strength and like their darkness. It's just like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Give me some recommendations later on what anime
Okay.
to watch.
Yeah, most definitely. Mm-hmm.
The next question is would you rather never be able to stalk your ex on social media again or have them be your next door neighbor? Like, why are we stalking our ex?
That's girl.
What?
A lot of people do. A lot of people
That's
do. Hmm. I'm the
not
type of
me.
person I would never I don't if we was to break up for real and we wasn't like even if we're on good terms or whatever, if we broke up for some reason, child, I don't want to even give a damn about what the hell you got going on. You can stay the fuck away from me. That ass. Like I would prefer to literally just block you on everything because I don't want to see what you got going on. I don't want to see who you with. I don't want to know shit. You know, I want to just move on with my life and that's just how I
Mhm.
am. I don't dig up to see what people got going on. It's not even my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? Like if we done, we just like done. Unless we cool, we can conversate every once in a while. I
Right.
don't have a problem with that. But as far as me stalking you, you will never be able to see that on me.
I
It
would,
would never
yeah.
happen.
I agree. Like that's so weird to me. That must mean that you're like still into this person and you you can't let
Or
it go. But I'm
it
very
must be it can even be something where it's like you just want to see this person fail. You just
mm,
want to see their misery. And you can easily be the type of person that's like I wish bad luck on you and I want to see it happen. Like I want to see everything that will happen to you bad. Like I just want to pray on your downfall and I want to see your downfall. You know, there's a lot of people
yeah.
that's like that that feel like they're not going to be satisfied until they see it for themselves. You know, those
Oh,
type of
that's
crazy
true.
ass people. Yeah. Mhm.
Um,
No matter Cusser said that's an Aquarius. What are you drinking, Miss
I'm
Kinky?
drinking Sauvignon Blanc. Um, but I was gonna say the same. Like I don't know. I'm like very kind of like black and white with certain things. So like I really only have two exes of like serious nature, and one I
Mhm.
hate and I wouldn't stalk that person, and the other I'm still good friends with, and I speak to them on occasion. So like yeah, I don't know. That question doesn't really apply to me.
Yeah, that doesn't apply to me either because there's only literally me too. I only have two actual like real relationships, you know what I'm saying, that I had prior to my husband and um one of them like we talked about isn't here no more and the other we speak like on occasions probably like once a year or something like that
That's
and it's no
nice.
bad blood at all, you know.
Hmm.
So
That's good.
yeah. Okay. So, would you rather secretly receive oral while you're at work or while you're at your work desk or secretly give your partner oral at their work desk?
I think it would like turn me on more to give to my partner. Like I would like both obviously, but I feel like
Mhm.
I don't think I would get the most out of it. If they were doing it to me, I'd be like, like looking
Yeah.
around like super nervous and I probably couldn't like come.
I mean,
So I'd
I
rather do
wouldn't
it to them.
be yeah, I wouldn't necessarily be looking around nervous, but I feel like people would probably be looking at me because every so often I'll probably like, like something. But honestly, for me, I agree with you. I think I would rather do it to them because, like I said before, I like doing things I'm not supposed to. And then at the workplace, child, yeah, I'm definitely gonna take it there. So yeah. I'm gonna want to do a lot and I'm gonna like yeah, we're gonna have some fun.
I know. I like that
Yeah.
question.
That's for sure.
The next question, I'm gonna skip this one because I think it's stupid. The next
Okay.
one, would you rather be allergic to sex or allergic to making out?
What? I would rather be that they both suck. But if it has to be that, I would rather be allergic to making out because
Same.
I would want the sex. Like,
Same.
but that sucks because I love being able to like kiss and stuff. Like
Yeah,
that's like my little thing, you know what I'm saying? And you can actually do that by showing affection in public. You can't just like out and
right.
have sex in public, but you can kiss in public, you know what I'm saying? So it takes a lot of joy out of it, honestly. Yeah.
Can you
But
like
like
if you're allergic to making out, does that mean you can't even like give like a little like peck kiss or
yeah,
is
I think it has to do I think all of it is in the same bucket, yeah.
that sucks,
Mhm.
like, but I'd choose sex over kissing, but that would suck.
Oh, yeah. I'll definitely girl, yeah. What? You better kiss this pussy. Yeah, so I feel the same way. Mhm. Okay. So, would you rather accidentally sex your boss or your neighbor?
I'm, like, picturing, like, the 2 people that I'm thinking of, the boss and the neighbor. Definitely the neighbor, but it would be so embarrassing either way, like, honestly, but definitely the neighbor. Because how would you
Yeah.
if it's your boss, like, I don't know, you'd
I
never live
mean,
that down.
some people have that type of like affection with their boss, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
And some
mine's a
people actually
female,
enjoy
and
it.
she's a bitch,
Oh well,
so I
shit.
don't want it I don't want it to
Yeah, nah. I remember when I was working at the last like actual 9 to 5 that I was at, my manager was a female, but she was fun. So I wouldn't mind if I was to like sex her accidentally. Shoot, that
That's
probably
true.
would.
If it's someone you're cool with, then like you wouldn't give
Mm-hmm.
a fuck. So,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
would you rather shop for sex toys or lingerie?
I'd rather shop for lingerie. I love
Same.
lingerie. I think lingerie is so cute, especially trying it on and actually like trying different pieces that I've never actually had before. But yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and move into Am I the Asshole?
Okay.
Because I really love this little session of Am I the Asshole? Like the way that they actually get into these stories. And I love that they're so anonymous. So
I
it's a lot
know.
of fun. Mm-hmm.
Okay, this one I want to hear like the chat's thoughts as well on this because this is like I feel like it's a big issue for a lot of couples and stuff. So,
Yes. So if
okay,
you
so
guys are here with us, make sure to put a one in the chat so we know that y'all rocking with us. And make sure that as she's reading the story that you guys are like involving yourself in the conversation. Okay. So put a one in the chat if you're still here with us.
and if you guys don't know what's going on, these stories are anonymous stories people post on Reddit basically to get feedback about stuff that happens in their lives. So, it's pretty fun to
Hmm.
read.
Yes, girl. Okay. We'll go ahead and start.
Okay. The headline is Am I the asshole for telling my wife I'll get sex somewhere else if she won't put out? Been married 8 years, 31 years old, no kids. Wife and I both have great jobs, no plans for kids. I need to know what people think of this scenario. Let me first say I literally worship the ground my wife walks on. I'm obsessed with her and she knows it. There's nothing I wouldn't do for her. I'm always trying to show my affection in any way I can let her know how much I care about her. I'm constantly making her dinner, even though I work, taking her on surprise vacations to tropical places, and just always try to make sure she has anything she could ever want. Wife will not put out at all. I'm talking once a month if I'm lucky, and I have to beg for it. I've tried asking her why, and she just says she doesn't want to or doesn't care. I've asked her
Mm.
to visit relationship coaches, therapists with me that could maybe help us with this. Maybe talk through why she doesn't have a sex drive. She will not do it. Whenever I bring it up, she just gets mad and says, I need to deal with it. I don't feel desired or attracted to at all. It never used to be this way. She jokes that, well, I'm not trying to impress you anymore. We are already married, but I don't find it funny. As a male, I have needs. I told her if she doesn't put out, I will get it somewhere else. I can't help but feel like an asshole for that, but I don't want to be in a sexless relationship. Sorry, I'm out of breath.
That's so
That was a mouthful. Like, what pissed me off about that passage, honestly, was the thing of her saying, "Well, I don't need to impress you anymore." I feel like that's, like, really, like, messed up to say, like, so what, when you first got together, you guys were, like, super intimate, and now that you're married, you don't, like, I don't know,
yeah,
they're
that's like that gets really annoying. I don't understand if it's because like now that you're married, you feel like you're at the end goal, you're like done because y'all married now, because you still have to sexually please your partner.
exactly,
People forget that divorce is real. Just like how you got married, you can get divorced. You know what I'm saying? And you still need to date your partner. You still need to love on your partner and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like so much matters. I feel like I don't know. Like, what if the reason why she doesn't want to have sex is because she probably slept with someone and got a disease or something? That would be the only thing that I can think of. Because why wouldn't you want to have sex with your partner, especially if he's taking you out of the country? He's doing all of these things that make it like so something that other women wish that they actually had. You're actually getting all of this attention that you want. Like this man seems like he's amazing to the point that he actually has to come on here and actually say his real feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't have sex with her and all type of stuff. And when I ask her to, she catches the attitude or whatever. But you love her and you don't want to leave her.
that
But and you're a
sucks.
man. Men, they want to be able to have sex. Like it's just like their way of being. So
I feel like she, first of all, I think they he was right in suggesting first for them to see, like, a couples therapist or something, like, those to me are the right steps, but I feel like she either maybe, like, there's tons of reasons why women, like, have issues with sex drive, like, could be hormones, could be anything, and or, like, she's just not attracted to him anymore for whatever reason, but either way, like, I feel like this relationship is not, it's not fair what's, like, going on to him, like, I don't know.
Ash, child.
And I have
Yeah,
to say just really fast, like, for me to, if the roles were reversed and my partner was like, "Yeah, I don't care to have sex, like, ever," I'd probably leave that person because I need that in a relationship, so
I need that in a relationship too. And then on top of that, I feel like if you was a man and you was telling me you don't want to have sex, I'm gonna think that you're getting it from somewhere else, or you slept with someone and you probably have like STD or AIDS, and you just don't want to give it to me, and you want to try to put up some type of front to make it seem some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Because it has to be something that's going on that you're not. Because obviously, I had sex before, and now that y'all married and no, 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 no. You doing something. Like, did your dick get cut off? Like, what happened? Why ain't you telling me what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
yeah, nah, yeah,
it doesn't make
nah. Like
sense.
it
She
doesn't make
implied,
sense.
like, it sounds like she's implying she was having sex to get a husband, and now she thinks she locked him down and she doesn't need to do that anymore. But it's like, why was it ever a chore? I feel like that's a really important thing, for people to find someone that's compatible in that way, whether they both have
Yeah.
a low sex drive or a high, like, because that's going to be a
Mhm.
constant issue for them, like, ongoing, which is
It
going to
it
be a headache.
will. It will. Most definitely will. Yeah, that's for real. That's honest. I can't even lie about that. Like people are gonna always want to be able to have sex. Sex has so much to do with so much. It has a lot to do with your emotions. Like if you're upset, sometimes you want to have sex. If you're sad, sometimes you want to have sex. Like it can make you feel better. It can make you forget about your problems for the moment. Like you could be mad about so much shit. You have sex and now you like lolly la la la. You know what I'm saying? Like it can do a lot. It's like it's healing in its own way. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Jay give my brother pops. That give my brother Pop Dada a shout out. Huh? Pop Dada a shout out. Oh, is that his name? Pop Dada. What's up, Pop Dada? I hope I'm saying that right, Pop Dada. Pop Dada sound like he be popping shit. Pop that ass. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and move on to the last thing. So I know the guys are gonna be like, "Oh my god, this shit again." But yeah, that's why we need our girlies here too. Okay, so Allison, you still in the building? Period. And I wonder if Honey is still here because we are about to play Guess the Inches. If Supreme was watching this, if he is watching this, he's gonna be like, "Oh shit, here it comes." Yeah, we about to play Guess the Inches. So I hope y'all got y'all calculators or y'all rulers out, you know what I'm saying? So y'all can come and have fun with us. So, drum roll, please, for the number one.
Okay, we'll start with the smaller one first. So we're guessing the insertable length here. And I have to like
Yeah.
double check it too with the little measuring thing.
So cover the part up that we're not counting so they
Sorry.
don't get confused. Yeah. I would have to say, mm, hold on. Can you put your hand up next to it so I can kind of see something?
My hand
Okay,
looks
okay.
so
It actually
big.
it looks really small. Okay, so Allison said 3. I honestly kind of agree with her. I think probably 4 inches. It looks
Yeah.
kind of
Why does my
small.
hand look huge? Okay, let me
Look
see
at
with this
this.
stupid measure.
Ah, Supreme is so funny, child. Yeah.
Like, look at this little measuring thing, right? Can you
Okay,
see
yeah.
that? So the 0. It's literally like
It's
5.
like 5 inches. Wow, I can't
How?
believe that's five
Well, kind of like to
inches.
like here. It's really like four
Yeah.
and a half. Four and a
Okay.
half, I'd say.
Okay, 4.5. 4.5. That's I don't know. 4.5 is like that's like a Chinese man, wouldn't it be?
I think like five, like a lot of I think that's almost a little smaller than average because I feel like 5 to 6 is average. So,
Yeah,
never know.
you about right. I mean, I suppose. I don't think so. I don't think that's average in my book. I think that's just like okay. But that's not, I feel like average in my book is more so 6 to 7. I feel like that's average.
Yeah, I
You know
feel
what I'm
like
saying?
same for me. Average of like my experience is not that,
Yeah,
but
because my palm is 5 inches. So like looking, if I seen someone's dick that was just this long, nah, I think probably like 7 or 8.
I'm trying to see how big my palm is. My palm's around 5 too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You
So
ready? You ready for the next example?
yes.
Okay.
Allison said, wow. She said, yeah, it did look small. Okay. Yeah, this one is definitely taller for sure. Oh
I feel
yeah,
like my
okay.
hand is not like a relevant comparison because I know how long this one is.
Okay. Mm, I don't know. I feel like if I was to guess, I think 7. It just kind of gives longer to me. It kind of gives longer than 5. So I think I'll say 7. What do you guys think? I think I'll have to say 7 though.
Is Supreme sending you more screenshots?
No, Supreme is on live.
I know lots of people on live tonight.
Oh, you know what? Damn, that's crazy. I just realized something. I'm so stupid. I just realized something. Jay is supporting my live, even though she on live. That's how she seen me show y'all her live. All right, that's what's up, man. Shout out to Jay, man. Shout out to Jay.
He is so funny, child. But yes, so Allison says 6.5. Okay, I say 7. She says 6.5. So what is it?
I believe it's 7 because I checked earlier, but let me see again.
Okay, look at me with
Yeah,
my
7.
measurement skills.
7.
Okay, period.
And
Yes,
if you look at
I'm the
in the two.
measuring person. Yeah, look at that big difference. That red one looks amazing, child. That one like it will have some fun, child.
Well, as we were speaking about before we started, I like this one better. So
I know. I remember you told me.
you wouldn't think
It looks
that.
like Allison said, "Okay, Jay. Yeah, period. Yeah. Show me like I'm so funny. I said, show me a picture and I'll tell you now. Don't show me no picture share. Don't do all that now. Yeah. Yes, you guys, but this has been so much fun. This was actually a really good time. It actually was really, really fun. Yeah, this is really enjoyable. But how you feeling about this episode today, girly?
I'm feeling good. I like the would you rather. I wanted to keep going on that. We'll have to continue that
Yeah,
one
but
next week.
I'm glad that we stopped. So yeah, we can definitely continue that next week and we can have some more fun with that. But I thought that this was amazing. It felt really, really good. So I'm really excited as far as how this is going. And I can't wait to see how everything unfolds in the future with
Me
Kinky
too.
Infusions. Yeah. Mhm.
We
All
will
right, y'all.
have
Thank y'all so much.
we will have more things coming soon as we kind of develop, and yeah, that's all I'll say for now. But thank you guys
Yes.
so much for
Okay.
watching.
Yes. See y'all in the next one next Saturday at 8 p.m. Y'all have a good night.
Bye guys.
Bye.